Hello and welcome to another episode of the Block Breaking SMP. In this episode, I want to talk about and probably start building my main base here. I know ever since the first episode, I kind of kept saying I was going to tell you about this, and I kept putting it off. But today I'm going to go ahead and do that. But before I do, I want to show you a couple of quick clips about some things that happened between episodes. So Christmas has passed, and people who put presents under the tree have been taking some gifts. So I think I need to take one for myself as well. I don't think I want to pick a yellow one. One of them potentially could be the one that I left. It's not in the position I left it, but someone might have gotten it and not liked it and put it back. So I don't want to risk getting my own. So I think, let's see, there's a blue one, a red one, and a green one. I think the red is grabbing my attention here, so I'm going to grab this one. And it looks like Jeb's, which I believe is the wool shop with the, right now it's got a Santa sheep right now. Let's see, I think this one, everyone can take one free ticket, so I'm definitely going to take that. And I saw there was a gift here from the Jungle Bum. I'm not sure, I think that might be Cimarex here. And I saw this free death in the TNT cannon and a stack of TNT, but I'm not sure if people have been taking them and that's all that's left. Don't want to risk taking it if it's the only one. So I'm just going to leave that here. All right, so let's see what I got in my gift. Love Luna X. Oh, okay, so this must be from Luna Moonbow. And she has this magic shop, which is just absolutely incredible. This is such an awesome build. This is just gorgeous. I mean, the detailing up here, it's fantastic. It is just amazing. And inside the shop is just everything magical. It's got all kinds of potions, all kinds of magic books. Just the decor in here is just... Oh, this is just a beautiful, this is just an incredible build. So let's see what I got in my gift from Luna. All right, looks like a collection of potions, some swiftness. So, splash poison, that's nasty. Strength, awesome. That'll help me when I try to fight a wither. Some night vision, golden carrots, I love those. Some name tags, awesome. A bow and some arrows of slow falling. And oh, wow, look at these books. Oh, that is some really good books. Yes, I can definitely use those to make some backup equipment. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for the gift, Luna. I appreciate it, and these items will definitely go to use. So my honey shop is now officially open. The sneak preview time has run up, and I was able to fully stock my shop. So I came in here and all of these barrels are now full of products to sell. Everything's got price tags. I'm not really sure how much to charge for these. Everything kind of costs a different amount based on how many times a hive has to be sheared, plus also if they require other blocks, like these require extra wood, these require extra glass. So I hope I priced them fairly, and we'll see how they sell. I was able to fill up a chest full of live beehives, so each of these beehives in here should contain 3 bees. So hopefully some folks will enjoy getting those as well. And while I was finishing stocking up this shop, I had a kind of an idea for a second kind of a shop here. It's almost more like a flea market tent. And this was just an idea I had where these kind of annoying grindy blocks, these things you just kind of have to go underground and find them and then just spend time grinding them. I figured, some people might want to build with them and might not want to spend the time going out to try to get them. So I made up a little shop here to sell these, and I called it Oda's Annoying Grindy Blocks. I find them and grind them so you do not have to. So hopefully some folks will enjoy this. This one I think will be very popular. The calcite is just such a nice block. It's so good to build with. And those are harder to find, right? So I've able to find I think I found 4 geodes so far, and I was actually able to find enough to fill up this chest, but I don't have much beyond that. So if these sell really quickly, those will be a little bit harder to restock. But we'll see how it goes. And I live on a swamp, so I think if the clay sells quickly, I should be able to find more clay relatively easily. So there we go. So now I've got 2 shops. Got my honey shop and my block shop. So I saw this cool looking chest pop up here at the near the entrance of the shopping district. And first of all, I really liked the way these banners came out. Those are pretty cool. And I looked inside it, and it looks like a bunch of gift wrapping, some presents. And there's a book in here, B-Day Presents by Radness Craft. So let me take a look and see what that says. Hello, my fellow block breakers. The 26th of December has been my birthday. All right, happy birthday. Because of that, I would love to give you all a fun little present. So please take one and enjoy these limited edition presents with love, Radness. Awesome. Oh, that's really cool. So these are... Oh, Radness Craft said, oh, okay. So he must have changed his skin to have a head with wrapping paper, and then looks like he killed himself a whole bunch of times for his birthday. Well, I think that's really cool. I think I'm going to take... I like this red one with the gold ribbon. I'm going to take one of those. Hey, well, happy birthday, and thank you so much. I appreciate the gift. So I've noticed that out here where I had my my nether taxi parked, a couple things have changed here. Recently, he got this incredible suit of gold armor, which just looks so nice on his like solid black horse with the gold armor. It also kind of reminds me of like a gold taxi cab in New York City. And I believe Skolanda did this. I didn't know who did it, and then when I was editing my last video, I happened to notice down in the chat, she must have seen me online, and she sent a little chat asking how I liked the armor, but I did not notice it when she sent it. So, Skolanda, I really appreciate it. It looks incredible. It looks awesome to go along with his solid black body. Thank you so much. That was incredibly nice of you. I really do appreciate it. And it looks like, I believe, Wire built this really cool stable, and he's got his own horse in here. And this is just incredible. I think my nether taxi is going to love living in here. So thank you very much for that, Wire. This is just a really cool build, and that was a really cool thing to do, man. Another thing I did between episodes is I built a new starter house back here behind the bee breeder. And this is a more proper starter home, I think. That first one was just a simple box that I threw up really quick just to have somewhere where I could put a bed and some chests. But and this isn't really much more. It's still just kind of a rectangle with a roof, but it looks a little prettier. Got a little bit of detailing on here and some plants and flowers to make things look nice. And I think it's a lot more cozy than that original one. I did put the fence around the front yard here just because since the server is in hard mode, zombies will break down this door. I don't want that to happen. Didn't do much in the interior here. Just kept it plain for right now. It's just a wall of boxes and some workbenches and some tables that I need to do my job. And that's all that's going on in here for now. And while I build my main base, I'm going to just use this as a more proper starter home. But once I've moved into the main base, I think this will end up becoming a home for my villagers. Hi, Oscar. My villagers are over here. They moved from their little stone boxes into a slightly less ugly looking stone box. And they at least have windows so they can see what's going on. But once I move out of the new starter home, I plan on moving these 2 villagers into it and using that home as a breeder to make more villagers. Alright, so now let me show you my plans for my starter base. Let me pull this picture up real quick. So this is my plan for my starter base. This is a Dungeons & Dragons map from a module called, I think it's called The Curse of Strahd, from the most recent version of Dungeons & Dragons. I've been playing D&D my entire life since I was a little kid, and ever since I've been playing Minecraft, I thought it would be really cool to try to convert some kind of Dungeons & Dragons map into the Minecraft world, whether it be a building or an underground dungeon or something, but I've just never done it before. So I finally decided I'm going to finally take on this challenge, and I'm going to try to make this this castle into my home here in Minecraft. So this is a fortress or an old castle, and you can see here that it has ruined, but I'm not going to make it ruined. I'm going to make it complete. But I think this is going to present some interesting challenges. So one thing that's great about a Dungeons and Dragons map is each one of these squares is 10 feet. And you can see that. I don't know if the resolution is good enough if you can see, but it says 1 square equals 10 feet up here in the corner. And 10 feet is just a few inches off of 3 meters, which is, the Minecraft measurement, right? Each block is a meter. So each one of these squares on this map is 3 Minecraft blocks, essentially. So mapping out the size is a relatively easy thing to do, but you also have to consider that there's walls. And each of these walls are going to have to be 1 block thick. And you don't want that to eat into your floor space on either side of the room. So for example, when I'm making the width of this build, I have to consider that there are 2 interior walls this direction on this level. And, there's, 1, 2, 3 interior walls go in this direction. But when you look at the second floor, there's a different number of interior walls going top to bottom. And especially if you consider this railing, I might want to do an actual separate block for this railing. And so I thought it'd be a challenge to kind of determine what the size is going to have to be based on which floor has the most interior walls going, one direction or the other. And then I'm going to kind of have to adjust the build based on that. And on this castle or fortress or whatever this is in the game, there's even a 3rd floor and a 4th floor. So even this 3rd floor has a lot more interior walls. You've got like a division between these closets here. You've got, this hallway, these rooms. So, and it also has this roof, which has some turrets and things. This turret kind of coming up, and this keeps going up into like a 4th, 5th, and a 6th floor. So this is what my build's going to be. So before I start building this castle, first thing I need to do is decide on what blocks I'm going to use and what materials I'm going to need. And first of all, I'm going to need a lot of materials because this thing is going to be pretty big. But what blocks do I want to use? So my thought was, as I'm building it, I need to concentrate more on how to build it. The size, the structure, the layout. And I can't worry so much at that point in time on necessarily what it looks like. So, and because I can always pretty it up later. But what I decided on for the floor, I'm going to use polished andesite. And for a couple reasons. Number one, andesite is very easy to get. And I can turn it into polished andesite with no other resources. I just got to throw the andesite in my crafting window. And it comes out with this nice grid pattern. And this grid pattern is going to be crucial when I'm building this thing so that I can count the sizes of the floors. And, so I can see that, these 3 are going to be one of those 10-foot squares on the map. And this is going to make my life a lot easier to have something with a built-in grid pattern that is easy to see and easy to read. And my initial thought was to use smooth stone, but that means getting stone and baking it in the smelter, and that would use a ton of fuel and a ton of time. So I went with the polished andesite. For the walls, I'm going to build it using just standard stone brick, and that should be pretty much a no-brainer. Stone brick. It's a medieval castle, so of course it's going to be stone brick walls. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 4 high walls inside. And for the ceiling, I'm going to use oak slabs as like top slabs here. So it's really going to be 3.5 tall, I believe. I'll have to play with that. I might make it 4.5 tall. I'm not sure. And of course, the floor of the next level would then start here with more andesite. Right. So that's kind of my idea for what I'm going to build it with. And it will look very plain and very vanilla as it's being built because it's going to just be this one block. But again, I can come back behind it later and spruce it up as much as I want to. So that's my plan for building. And now I already got a couple shulkers of andesite and a couple shulkers of stone. So I'm going to just go ahead and get to building. Okay, so I think I got the outline of the first level done now. That took a while. In real time, that took me probably about an hour and a half. So that was convenient that I fell. It got me over here to show off the staircase on the side here. So this will be nice to access all of my things I've got going on this side of the castle. And now as far as their map is concerned, there was not an equivalent on this side. Even though on the map this was ruined, you could still see part of the walls over here. So this looked like a straight wall. So as far as accessing this side, I'd either have to go out the front door or out this back. On this section over here, I believe it is, let's see, I think it would be right here. So there's actually going to be a platform and an outdoor stairwell that kind of wraps around. This will actually come down and wrap around this thing, and it will end up coming out here, which could take me down to where my mine is, and it could take me around the back to anything that I have built on that side. I obviously need to fill in these walls because right now it's just floating, and these are spiral staircases that go up to the second level. So is this. I'll need to be able to build those, and to build those I need to know what level or what height the second level is going to be. So this stairwell actually comes up, and then it's supposed to branch. It has like a landing, and then it kind of goes up again to the left and up again to the right, and only at the top of those stairs is where the second level is going to be. Okay, so now I'm running into problems. So with this stairwell built the way it is, where I have, I try to do 3 squares of stairs, right? Because on the map, this is a 110 by 10 block is this stairs, and then this is 110 by 10 block, and this is 110 by 10 block. So I'm trying to do 1, 2, 3 sets of stairs here as well. And the height that got me to was to where the next floor is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's the 6th block up. That's a really high ceiling, and I cannot make these spiral stairs work that high. No matter how I try to do these spiral stairs, it seems like it's getting to where it's only wanting to go about 4 high here. So I either need to figure out a better way to do these spiral stairs, or I need to figure out a way to trim down the size of that stairwell. Okay, I think that solved the problem there. So let me put some blockers in here so you can't see through the stairs. Oops, that going in the right place? Nope. There we go. All right, so if I start the stairs here on the left, and I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the next level floor here starts at level 6. So I think that might actually work. It's going to make for, this castle's going to be taller than I thought, because I was thinking that my ceilings would be, well, only 1 shorter. I guess I was thinking, well, I was thinking 4 high, but I was thinking 3.5 high. I was thinking 1, 2, 3, and then the floor would start here. Well, the floor is now starting 1 block higher. So I guess it's not too much taller than I thought it would be. You know, sometimes in life there are those times where you just kind of question the decisions that you've made. Well, it has been about a day in the real world since my shop's opened up, so I'm just curious to see if anybody's stopped by yet. I don't expect anybody has, but we'll just take a look. No bottles, no honey blocks. All right. Oh, hey, look, someone liked those live beehives. That was a good idea. Glad I did that. Awesome. That's exciting. I wonder if anybody bought any of my junk blocks here. Oh. Yeah. I kind of figured this calcite would go. I probably priced that way too cheap. Holy cow. That's going to be a tough one to restock, though. Hello, Oscar. So with pretty much the size and layout of the first floor done, this castle is going to end up being huge. It is definitely going to be larger than I imagined it in my head. And I'm thinking that this might have been more suited to sitting out in the middle of an open plains rather than trying to tuck it into a valley, because it is not only going to dwarf that hill, it's probably going to dwarf even that mountain in the background, because I still got another full story that's 6 blocks high, and then another full story of 6 blocks above that, and then a roof, and then even some spires that are going to stick up beyond that. So, all right, I think I'm going to call that an episode. I got a pretty good start on my main base here. It's probably going to take me many episodes to finish it off, but that's definitely a good start. And hey, I appreciate you stopping by and spending some time with me today. Do me a favor, go check out the other Block Breakers channels. There's a link in my video description to point you right to them. And until next time, you take care of yourself. Bye-bye.